reviews. I'm looking forward to it, Chris. Keep up the great work, man. Keep crying on Twitter. Fuck yeah, man. See ya. How's it going, everyone? It's me, your boy 2006 middle school emo hairstyle here. I'm still not getting a haircut. I found a new douchebag YouTuber that I thought would be fun to take a look at. I'm gonna give you a little behind the scenes action on how I keep finding new douche tubers that not a lot of people talk about. I type in "gone wrong" into the search bar. It's basically like a fucking complete compendium of douchebags on YouTube. You can find every single one of them there. It's like the old goddamn Yellow Pages, but on the YouTube site here. It's incredible what you can find by just typing in "gone wrong." An incredible plethora of douchebags to choose from. So today I chose Nate Garner. This is his beat up prank where his girlfriend pretends she was beaten up to prank him. Let's go ahead and take a look here.
What's up? Yeah, that's me. Yikes. And this is my life. Let me show you how I got here.
Yeah, baby. I've been waiting my whole life.
It takes only a quick glance at this man to figure out that he came from a very privileged upbringing. One thing I do like, though, is in his intro, he's wearing a backwards cap. That's very interesting, and I think you know what that means. It's time to get lit.
Where are we? I don't really know. My final destination? I don't know. Am I gonna die when I walk through these doors? No. I'm not gonna die. Carissa's hair is gonna die. Ooh.
It's all going.
Because I'm having her hair salon cut it all off.
Yeah, it seems like a pretty weird thing to say for a vlog, to be honest with you. Hey, what's going on, gang? I'm at the salon. Am I gonna walk through those doors, get my throat slit, and someone gonna rip my spine out of my asshole? I mean, who knows? It's kind of a fucking morbid way to start this one off, don't you think, Nate?
Awesome. Yeah, boy, I got kicked out. I don't think you're allowed to vlog in there. And Carissa was a little bit embarrassed of me. Hi, Max. Why would your mom be embarrassed of me?
This part actually infuriated me because it shows a complete lack of care for their pets. This man goes in there with full intention of staying throughout the entire hair salon experience, so you're talking 2.5 to 3 hours in there with her. Meanwhile, there's a dog in the scorching hot car the entire time. If he didn't get kicked out, that dog would be dead. But this all assumes that this vlog is real, which is a huge assumption to make because all douche tubers' vlogs and videos are fake. They're all just piles of shit. So I'm sure he didn't get kicked out. It's probably planned he'd go in and go out. But if it is real, then that salon kicking out this obnoxious asshole just saved the life of an innocent animal.
If you're not subscribed, be sure to subscribe every single day. We're the best family on YouTube. And there's merch dropping on Merch First. So there's 3 days left until merch drops, baby. Be ready for it. And be ready for this video. So let's just run right into it.
Jesus Christ, Nate, now I just feel sorry for you. I genuinely couldn't have written a more generic asshole douche tuber subscribe call to action merch plug and all that garbage, that checklist of how to be a douche tuber. That was the most formulaic shit I've ever seen in my life. I couldn't imagine a more hollow existence than to put on this fake high energy bullshit performance every day for your children that are watching you. I honestly couldn't, like, there's no way this man enjoys this. He's gotta be fucking dead inside. Let's run right into it! With this over-animated face getting loud for no reason, wacky sound effects and zoom-ins, holy shit. Nate, that's sad, man. That's really sad.
Today, I am going to do, here's a little preview, I'm going to do the beat up prank. I don't know why this is the most requested prank. Like, you guys hate it. Like, come on. It kind of hurts my feelings. But we'll make these little logo letters. Like, if you guys love merch on my first, that's what I'm saying.
Oh right, yeah, the classics, the getting beaten up prank. That's a fucking wholesome, family-friendly prank right there. That's some good shit. Everyone's a winner in that one. Obviously, it's all fake, but I mean, why the fuck do all of you douche tubers do like these brutal prank ideas? Like, let's simulate an armed robbery prank gone wrong, gone sexual. The cop whipped out his cock. What's the next prank you're gonna fake here, Nate? The waterboarding Meemaw in the backyard where you take your grandma out back, put a towel over her face, and dump water on her or some shit as a prank? What happened to just silly fun pranks where nobody gets hurt? Why is it always some shit like kidnapping my girlfriend's mother and not giving her back unless my girlfriend buys my merch on March 1st? It's just silly shit. Like, even conceptually, obviously it's all fake. But why is that, like, the direction pranks go for you kind of weird fucking weirdos? I don't get it. Make some fucking entertaining pranks from a conceptual standpoint.
Put that on. Yeah, this is awesome. And this makeup, you guys, it's so good. I'm so talented. This is gonna be awesome.
Alright, I'm no James Charles, but I'm gonna critique your makeup here, Carissa. This doesn't look good. This doesn't look like you've been in a fight. This looks very fake. Now, I used to get black eyes all the time when I played sports. You don't get a black eye immediately after the impact on your eye. It's the result of the bruising, so the day after, maybe the next day, you'll get a black eye form as a result. Now, anyone who's ever been in a tussle or in a fight would immediately recognize that and know you're lying. Oh, you've been in a fight, huh, Carissa? Well, you wouldn't have a black eye if that were true. You're lying to me. We're breaking up. I don't want to see you again. Bang, into your relationship, Carissa, all because you did your makeup wrong. Now, I do think luck is on your side here, though, because your boyfriend looks like a giant pussy whose only conflict has ever been with his parents when they reduced his allowance from $5,000 a week to $2,000 a week because he was rude to the butlers and they wanted to teach him a lesson about discipline. So there's no way he would ever pick up on it, and obviously the prank's fake from the get-go anyway, but god damn it, I wanted to critique the makeup.
Hey, are you home yet?
Yes, got that right.
Okay, I'm walking back from the store and some guy is like, he looks really sketchy. He's been following me for a little bit now.
Where are you?
I'm out front. I'm almost back to the apartment, but he's like,
Just get in, hurry.
Can you come out here?
Solid acting so far, I'll definitely give it that. Very concerned boyfriend. Oh, you're being followed by a creepy stalker? Well, hey, just, can you hurry up, maybe? Have you thought of that one?
Here and walk back with me, please.
Where are you?
Please,
Where's the apartment?
I'm out in the front and by the park. Please.
Just, why is there nobody? Just come, run.
No, just hurry, please.
Okay.
Hurry. Okay, I hung up. This is so good.
Hardy har har, this is some turbo comedy. Ho ho ho.
Okay, he's coming, you guys.
All right, you guys. So I just got back from the Apple store.
So Nate gets a call from his girlfriend about her being stalked by a potentially dangerous person begging for his help. And his first thought is to grab the camera and vlog it. Fuck yeah, baby! Garner Gang is lit as shit. Catching those big W's on the daily. By letting his girlfriend get beaten up so he can vlog it. Yeah, man. Wow.
He's coming.
Okay, go. Give me the bag.
Stop!
Yo, what the fuck is going on? Why the fuck is my girlfriend, bro?
Nate!
Are you okay? What happened to you?
I'm okay.
Your bag?
Get my bag! No, he's tackling. Oh my god! It's a prank! Nate! 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 It's a prank! It's a prank!
What are you doing?
It's a prank!
What are you
It's
doing,
a
bro?
prank!
What the fuck are you
Michael!
doing?
It's Michael!
Oh
It's
my...
just a prank!
What the fuck are you guys doing? Michael, I haven't seen you in weeks.
It's a happy ending once you realize it was just Michael under the mask, like the Scooby-Doo villain being demasked. Then it's a group hug in the shower, and the vlog goes on for 8 more minutes. I didn't watch any of it, because it doesn't get better than that prank right there. Now, again, obviously all fake, but let's talk about this as if it were real, because that's a lot more fun, and it's a lot less disgusting to think that these adults came up with this fake prank shit and then acted it out, which they did, and played pretend. I think that's embarrassing, so let's talk about it as if it were 100% real. So Nate starts vlogging, knowing full well that his girlfriend just called, speculating that she may get robbed or beaten up. He shows up, surprised that his girlfriend is getting robbed and beaten up. So he keeps vlogging it and then being confused, like, well, how is this happening? I had no idea, as he's like looking at the camera vlogging it. So then he goes over and shoves the guy, to which Carissa is surprised that he went and defended her. So to that I have to wonder, is Nate so big of a pussy that Carissa had no faith in him lending his strength to save her? Did she expect him to go over there and talk it out with the man beating her up, like, hey sir, that's my girlfriend, if you could just, you know, wrap this up quickly or maybe stop beating her up, I'd really appreciate it, I don't want any trouble. Like, she had to expect that her boyfriend would at least push the guy at the very least, so why is she acting all like, holy shit, hey, calm down? You know, it makes no sense, unless he really is that big of a pussy that she had no idea he even had it in him to fight in any capacity. It's baffling. Michael, I think, is the real hero here for having a very minor role in all of this. Yeah, you really got saved some embarrassment for the most part. You even had like a fucking, I don't know, pair of panties over your face or whatever the fuck that was. I don't know. Great video, Nate. That shit stayed lit. Garner Gang for life, baby. When was that merch dropping? March 1st, Nate? You bet your ass I'm not buying that. No, but your content sucks a lot of shit, man. Keep up the good work. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. See ya. I'm no stranger when it comes to shitting on Rice Gum. He is a toilet for which my butthole is always eager to drop some doo-doo on. I've made that very clear over the last 2 or 3 years. I can't stand this guy. He's the incarnation of a wet fart with a super fake personality preaching some awful shit to children. And it's always just so lovely when he fucks up and the entire internet community is reminded that he has the most insecurities, is the biggest douchebag with the smallest penis. It's like a little bit of a Clue game, you know what I mean? That instead of identifying a killer, you're identifying a huge douchebag, and it's always Rice Gum. Now, we got a little bit of a late Christmas present here because Rice Gum's wrapped up in some controversy. I'm not going to get too deep into what he did because a bunch of YouTubers are talking about it ad nauseum, and I'm not just going to parrot that same shit. The only reason I'm talking about it is because it's Rice Gum and he's a fun little punching bag. So in a nutshell, what he did is he made a video in partnership with Mystery Brand promoting their product, which is a gambling site aimed at children aspiring to be a douchebag. You know, those kids that are growing up watching people like Rice Gum and Jake Paul going, "Mom, Dad, when I get older, I want to be an asshole." So it's a site that hopes to cater to that audience. What you do is you bid on mystery boxes that can have everything from a toothpick covered in cat fuzz to a $250 million mansion. That's actually one of the things in their box, and obviously that doesn't exist. You're not going to become fucking Tony Stark playing your Mystery Brand gambling simulator. That's not going to happen, but children don't know that. You can put the fucking Infinity Stones on there and they'd think they should just start throwing their parents' credit card on the site. Half of this shit from their grand prize pool and their mystery boxes, shit that they just don't have the rights to. There's no way they have. I'm surprised there isn't like a mom and dad get back together item in their shoe mystery box, or in the Supreme mystery box, you get a hover boots from Supreme. Just complete nonsense to draw children in is what it is, and kids don't know any better. Before Ethan H3H3 made the video about this, Rice Gum's video had overwhelmingly positive response to it. People in the comments were super excited about it, talking about the things they were winning, or the things they weren't winning, and they were all super excited. So it's kids that like this, and adults that can see why this is a bad thing. Rice Gum is promoting gambling to these children that are now becoming gambling addicts. If you look at the older comments on his videos, you can see how much they fucking loved it, which is very alarming and sad, and should honestly be illegal if it's not. Now, if you watch his video, or Jake Paul's, or Morg's, or any of the other douchebags that were promoting this site, you'll immediately notice that the site is exactly like the CSGO Lotto scam that was run by Syndicate, T. Martin, and Josh OG, where you do these mystery things and you get this mystery item and it's aimed at children, gambling for kids, which is obviously fucking awful. Now, Rice Gum, in response to all this, made a video, and this man is so fucking dumb he can't even write a sentence without showing how fucking dumb he is. The title of the video is YouTubers Calls Me Out. Are you illiterate, Rice Gum? Did you not go to school? Did you just pay everyone to do your English papers for you when you went? You're like the Floyd Mayweather of YouTube. Absolutely illiterate, but instead of being good at fighting like Mayweather, you're good at nothing. You have no discernible skills. The title should read, YouTubers Call Me Out for being a big piece of shit. Now, calling this video an apology would be like calling Amy Schumer a good comedian. It's not even close. This is not so much an apology as it is a, I'm going down and I'm taking all of these other people with me. He just starts name-dropping a bunch of other douchebags that did the exact same brand deal he did, and that's about it. And then he has the audacity, the gall, to do a $10 Amazon gift code giveaway at the end of his apology.
I already did it. The damage has been done. You guys already saw a money-hungry side of me, and it is what it is, and there's nothing I can really do but say sorry and give you these Amazon gift cards. So I'm sorry. It just wouldn't happen again. Amazon codes $10 to $20. Just a little giveaway. It's the least I can do after, you know, this, you know. Okay, have a good day, guys. I'm sorry again. I hope you guys can forgive me.
Oh, shit. Hey, guys. I stole a lot of money from you. I'm sorry. I got you this Subway sandwich. I hope that makes up for it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Just such a blatant disregard for giving a shit about his fans. Openly just doesn't care. And it's sad. I don't know why these fans of his continue to stay in this abusive relationship with this guy. This man openly drops trousers and takes a big old pee-pee right in their mouth. I don't know why they accept the golden shower from Rice Gum so frequently, but they do. They must fucking love it. It's their fetish, their kink. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know the deep lore surrounding Rice Gum's humble origins. I'm assuming he came from a very wealthy family based on the way he handles these kind of situations, where he thinks by giving away some money, everyone's gonna forgive him. Like, oh, you're such a fucking saint, Rice Gum. You did this brand deal for more than $100,000 and you gave us $200 in Amazon gift cards that were probably already used when you showed them on screen. Wow, you're a goddamn hero. What a fucking patriot you are. Amazing. This guy is just such a privileged piece of shit. He just doesn't know how to be human anymore. I really just don't think it's in his nature to even understand people. And his conversational skills are atrocious. He went on Logan Paul's podcast and talked about this shit briefly. This man can hardly struggle through a sentence without saying like 1,000 times and having one of those vocal trills, you know, the Hill Valley Girl things, the vocal fries, excuse me, the hey guys, that kind of deal. That's all he can fucking do. That's the only way he can talk. That's all he can sound like. And he's constantly fucking perpetually nasally because he's got like a perpetual cold haunting his fucking sinuses. The man is insufferable to listen to and he can't speak and he's such a piece of shit. Let's go ahead and look at the clip from the podcast.
And like that was sick. Like I kind of like I really wish I was a part of it. I can't fight and shit, so like it's probably why I wasn't a part of it. But like that's some big shit right there, man.
Would you ever fight someone?
Yeah, I mean, dude, so look, if we talking about fighting, it's about the opponent, you know what I'm saying?
I have nipples, Rice Gum. Would you fight me? And if you do fight me, can you not wear that disgusting stained red sweatshirt you have on? Look at this shit. Look at that sweatshirt. It's covered in ketchup stains and grease marks. That's apparently by design. If this is high fashion, then I don't know what the fuck is wrong with rich people. It is absolutely repulsive and abhorrent.
Man, so I guess there's two things that are going on. One is like apparently I'm promoting gambling to kids, right? So I talked about that. It's my last video. I explained it, but like that is like, I guess I was promoting gambling to kids.
By golly, yes. Why, yes, that is what you were doing, Rice Gum. And you know what that means? It means you're a big piece of shit. Well, hey, thanks for joining me on the Shit on Rice Gum video. Don't forget, Rice Gum is not only a big douchebag, but a huge pussy. Brian, if you're watching this, no amount of money you have can make you not a huge pussy. Don't forget that. Take it easy, everyone. See ya. Hello there. Today we'll be taking an educational look at the species known as douche tubers. The douche tubers phylum consists of members that possess no soul, no morals, and no creativity, and definitely no entertainment. In this phylum you'll find members such as the Rice Gum and the Paul brothers. Douche tubers are composed of mainly 5 characteristics. 1. They are all douchebags on YouTube who got popular by being douchebags on YouTube for children. 2. Bragging. Always bragging or flexing. Flexing, for those of you who aren't 12, is when the money is thrown in the face of the viewer. Look how much money I have that you don't. I just fucked a hooker that cost $5,000 because girls usually won't look at me without money in my hand, so I paid for it. You don't have this kind of money, I have this kind of money. So it's just bragging about your money to the children that watch you, which is kind of just shitting in the hand that feeds you. But kids like it. 3. Just being a big fucking douchebag. 4. You're still a big fucking douchebag. 5. Always threatening to fight your haters or roasting them. Optionally diss tracks if you want to be an extreme turbo super douchebag YouTuber. Douchebag YouTubers are something I've talked about in the past. They're probably the biggest content creators on the site because kids live vicariously through that kind of content. They see this man who's successful because they watch them. So they feel like they had a part in that person's success. And when they get flexed on, they feel like they've earned that. Like, when they're getting flexed on, it's like, hey, I gave you that. Yeah, use it wisely. Kids like that kind of shit because they might not have it, and it feels good that they were able to help someone else achieve it. I understand it. It makes sense. That doesn't mean I respect it, though. It's a very toxic thing. And the reason I'm making this is because I found the perfect example of a douche tuber today. Memulus made a video on a man named Ryan Franklin who is the epitome of a douche tuber. He does it all. And I want to take a hard look at his channel here to show you exactly what douche tubers are and why they're a bad thing.
For shoes, my shoes cost more than your whole outfit, so yeah, easy.
First, flexing. I'm only going to show one Ryan Franklin clip per point to illustrate it because I don't want to show more than necessary because I understand not everyone has a war-hardened stomach like I do that can hold on to vomit when they see abysmal fucking content like this. so I'm only going to show as much as necessary to get the points across so you are not tortured with more Ryan Franklin content than you need to be. In nearly everything that Ryan does, there's some degree of flexing. In a video it'll be, oh, look at this Gucci hat I just bought, or oh, hey dad, I just spent $2,000 on this Louis Vuitton trench coat. On Instagram he'll post, just bought this extremely expensive pair of shoes, these Yeezys. Oh, check out this Gucci condom on my micro penis, hashtag blessed. He is always flexing, and flexing is one of the main things with douche-tubers. I really personally don't understand why people will just stand for that. That's just so insulting and spitting in your face. Hey, you've supported me, now I'm going to brag to you that you don't have these things, so fuck you. I don't get that, and I think that's just a really bad thing to do, unhealthy more than anything. It shows nothing but insecurity or a sense of holier than thou, which all douche tubers have. They always think they're more important than all of their viewers, and they always have this belief that the world owes them everything and they're entitled to everything the world has to offer.
I'm a hypocrite, which, you know, like, cool, whatever, I don't actually care, but apparently I'm a hypocrite because I complain about people doing clickbait, but then proceed to do clickbait myself. Now, I sort of get your point, but at the same time, your points are irrelevant, right? They're dumb, they're stupid. I mean, I do the odd misleading thumbnail, the odd misleading title here and there, and if you're dumb enough to, like, you know, be misled and, like, actually go onto the video, like, I've clickbaited you, I won, I've got the extra view, like, you're so dumb if you go onto the video thinking...
I am in firm agreement with Ryan on this point here. If you are a fan of Ryan Franklin, you are dumb, and you are stupid. As you can see, this illustrates my point I just made, where he thinks he's better than all of his viewers. He thinks they're all very dumb for even falling for his clickbait, and most douche tubers feel the same way. Hey, my audience is so dumb I can clickbait the shit out of anything even if it makes no sense. Aliens invaded my boners at 3 AM while watching SpongeBob? Haunted, super scary, you won't believe number 6. 10 million views. So yeah, I agree the viewers of these kind of people, I wouldn't necessarily call them stupid, but they're naive because they're children, they're being exploited with this misleading shit, which is fucking awful in my opinion.
I don't, personally, I don't see the attraction, like, I'm not overly like, oh, like...
Now, one of the main things he does is he always insults any of his haters based on their appearance. He always goes right for appearance insults, and he does not discriminate. It doesn't matter your age, sex, race. You could be a fucking alien. You're still a target. Everyone is equal in his eyes. Here he is taking on a 6-year-old, and he showed no mercy. The full wrath of his clever roasting was laid down upon this 6-year-old. He was merciless.
What's wrong with your hair? Your hairline is so ugly.
Right. Hair jokes. I mean, I've never heard those before in my life. For real, if I had £1 for every single time someone mocks my hair for the colour or the style or anything, it doesn't matter. I'll be living in the Bahamas.
I wonder why you get so many hair jokes. I honestly can't imagine. I'm gonna go ahead and pile on it though. You look like Bert from Sesame Street. I'm sure you get that one all the time, so that's nothing new. Your hair looks like Anthony Sullivan's Smart Mop after it was used to clean up a pile of Chaz Finster's pubic hair. I'm actually really glad you chose that hairstyle though, honestly. It lets people know you're a douchebag without ever having to talk to you. Your hair looks like 3 rusted slinkies that had an orgy on top of your head that you just decided not to stop. So you're welcome, there's 4 more for your Bahamas fund.
And you know what's the most awkward thing is when this calls you ugly.
Oh no, look out, we've been invaded by Ryan Franklin. No, I'm just kidding. That's not Ryan Franklin. That's Watto from the Star Wars prequels. Ryan is way too much of a pussy to confront someone directly. He's already privated his Twitter account and shit because he's a big old pussy. But you see what I did there, Ryan? I compared you to Watto, and Watto is known for not being super great looking in The Phantom Menace. So I'm calling you ugly, you get it? You know, because that's what you do? Man, you really took that 6-year-old down to size, man. What are you, like 19 or 20 and you're just calling a fucking child ugly? Are you out of your fucking mind, man? Holy shit.
Well, I opened up some fan mail. This is a letter from one of you guys. I think her name's Jessica. I haven't opened that fan mail in 2 years.
What a cool guy. He couldn't even be bothered to read who the fan mail was from. He's had it for 2 fucking years and hasn't opened it. What a piece of shit. I honestly don't think that fan mail is actually from somebody. I feel like he just wrote that himself as Jessica. I don't think this guy's getting fan mail or ever has in the past.
You do want me to get maybe like another PO box, that sort of thing, so you guys can send me in letters, maybe like candy from your country, then, you know, I'll definitely do it.
Oh yeah, that's what we want you to do, Ryan. Open up another PO box so they can send you letters that you'll never fucking read for 2 years. Great idea, you stupid son of a bitch. Amazing. Hey guys, you want me to open another P.O. box so you can send shit that I ignore? How's that sound? Great, huh? Again, just further proving he does not give a shit about his fans or anyone for that matter. Unbelievable.
Now, I don't intentionally flex on my fans.
How the fuck do you have an accidental flex? Oh, whoopsie. I accidentally just started taking pictures of all of my expensive possessions and saying how great they were and then accidentally uploading them all over everything that I own. Damn, what a silly mistake. I mean, there's no correcting it now. It's already out in the wild. Shit, I'm sorry, guys.
First one was a joke to Ruby Roo, because obviously during the summer I made a few videos on her, and yeah, the video's done well in terms of, you know, views, got me money, okay? So I was doing a joke, like that tweet is a joke, like the whole Yeezy thing, it's a joke. You don't realise, actually, like, I feel that I'm quite misunderstood. I said this in yesterday's video.
This is always the fleshlight these douchebags start to use once it starts backfiring with all of their douchebaggery and bragging. Oh, it's just a joke, I'm just playing a persona. Ha ha ha, I'm not really a huge insufferable asshole, it's just a joke. Lighten up, guys. But it's very clear it's not a joke, because none of it's done in a comedic way or anything entertaining at all. It's just being an asshole. Joke's on you guys, I'm not really an asshole, ha 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 ha. If you have to keep reiterating that it's a joke time and time again, maybe it's not a good joke, or maybe you're the joke. It's just fucking silly, because it's very obvious to anyone that you're not kidding. You're just being a douchebag. Now, this was a National Geographic look at the douche tuber, and I hope you've all learned something about this abhorrent species. I really have no respect for these kind of people at all, and hopefully you're walking away with this knowledge and also forming an opinion that, hey, maybe these aren't great people that I should be letting either my kids or my brothers and sisters that are young watch, because it sets a bad example for them. It really does. 100%. That's it. See ya. hello there. What's going on, team? It's Coach Charlie back in the helm again, unshowered, unsupervised, unchained, and unhappy with how fucking stupid people continue to be in public. But it's been a little while since we've gone over some good public freakouts, so let's go ahead and splurge a little bit here and have a nice little group hug in the shower.
Fucking idiot.
I don't even need to tell you that this happened in Florida. You can actually just smell the Florida through the video. This is an anti-mask demonstration as they have a little Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade through the Target telling people to take their mask off. It's led by people that I'm sure can't even spell anti-mask, and they are really just feeling themselves, really thinking that they're heroes out here, and they're just so proud of themselves. He just made out with his sister in the bathroom. Now they've got their kids and they're running through Target making this statement here. And it reminds me of those old commercials from the 90s, like for Girl Scout cookies, where it's just a bunch of people singing some type of like rebellious song in public, like anything you can do, I can do better.
Take off your mask! Take it off! Yeah, we got someone! Take it off!
Look at these kids! Look at these
I don't know about you guys, but if I was at that Target, I would have taken my mask and my shirt off and started double fisting, twirling them over my head. They just look like they're having a great fucking time here, like some spring break and shit. And you know, gee whiz, I would have liked to join in on this party here. It looks like a little Oregon Trail crew going on their expedition right here. Honestly, everyone at this Target should feel blessed that they even got to be around these heroes. I'm so tired of firefighters getting called heroes and taking credit when people like this exist. These are the real heroes, not afraid to march right into Mordor, the heart of masks, Target, and take a stand. How noble. I bet if you looked up every single adult in this little Facebook group demonstration party, you would find that all of the adults have some type of criminal record, some kind of history. I'm gonna go out on a limb, I'm gonna say probably sex offenders. I've seen that a lot from a lot of these anti-mask groups, so I'm just going off historical data here.
Guys, I don't have much battery left on my phone, but I need somebody to know that HEB will not let me check out right now because
This one right here seems like some shit right out of the Blair Witch Project or the ending to Cloverfield. It's like some found footage type shit here. She's talking at the camera, pretending to cry. I don't have a lot of time. If you're watching this, then I'm already dead. I've been trapped in the supermarket due to my refusal to wear a mask because I'm quite the asshole.
complained to a manager that
Yeah, that sounds about right, and that's about par for the course.
some customer was harassing me about not wearing a mask, and I have anxiety and PTSD, and they're berating me about not wearing one even though I told them I have a medical exemption. The manager's name is Val.
Well, Manager Val, if you're watching this, great work. Thank you for your service. I always appreciate people that stand their ground and decline service to stubborn assholes that refuse to wear a mask. I've never heard of anxiety being a medical exemption from wearing a mask, and if she's so riddled with anxiety and PTSD, she should not be shopping in the store in the first place. She should just do curbside or have it delivered or something, but people like this like to make a scene. She's very clearly into theatrics. She must have grown up, you know, doing drama and stuff, and now she's flexing her golden pipes here, showing that she knows how to fake cry on demand, probably trying to land an acting role in a CW show. It's a great demo reel for an actress, I suppose, but in public, man, it's fucking embarrassing and truly shameless.
And I'm gonna be calling corporate later on.
Yeah, that also sounds about right. You didn't even need to tell me that. I could have guessed that that's what you were going to do.
I just need food for my family, and they will not. They've turned off the light here, and they won't service me. The lady walked away.
Oh, that's so sad to hear. Her family's gonna starve to death now. The blood of her family is on this store's hands because she only had one option, which was going to this store without a mask, knowing full well that their policy was not to serve people that don't wear a mask, and now she can't get the crucial nutrients to her family that are relying on her. Oh, if only there was an easier, better way for people that don't want to wear a mask. If only you could order food good from the safety and comfort of your own home, but we don't have the technology for that yet.
And I'm here with my, there's like no compassion left in this world.
No compassion left in the world. What do you expect? People to pat you on the back for being an asshole that refuses to wear a mask? People to walk around giving you a rim job because of your bravery and your protest for not wearing a mask? Like, what the fuck do you mean? What are they supposed to do? See you not wearing a mask and high-five you? Wow, the courage on you. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? They have a policy, you didn't follow it. It's as simple as that. Now you're melting down in aisle number 9, and everyone's avoiding you like the plague because you're a public nuisance. I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? It's entirely your fault. You're over here whining, having a baby tantrum over here. Of course no one wants to come over and talk to you. You're psycho.
Nobody's asking me if I'm okay. Nobody gives a care.
Yeah, because everyone can see that you're fine. You're going wham, 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 aisle number 9 just because you broke the rules and are upset of the consequences.
All of this because less than 10,000 people have died from COVID for real in the US. The rest of them had at least 2.5 comorbidities.
Now, one thing I've noticed with people that believe this garbage and are this fucking stupid, they all wear shirts that have the American flag on it. It's become the unofficial uniform for America's dumbest people. It's become a way of identifying a fucking douchebag idiot from a distance. Just if they have an American flag on them, you can immediately deduce that they're for America's dumbest people. It's become a way of identifying a fucking douchebag idiot from a distance. Just if they have an American flag on them, you can immediately deduce that their IQ is a single digit. It is baffling. I don't understand why, but it continues to be proven time and time again. I've never had a problem with people wearing American flags and patriotism clothing like that. I've never associated it with dumb people until the coronavirus, when it's been hijacked by America's literal dumbest fucking people. So what whiny Windy here is referring to is the CDC's statistics they published where they said 9,000 deaths were attributed solely to COVID-19. All the other deaths had other conditions in addition to COVID-19, and people are misunderstanding what this actually means. Those other conditions that tag-teamed the person with COVID-19 were fucking brought on by COVID-19 in the majority of the cases. They weren't all pre-existing underlying conditions. Some were, but not all of them. COVID-19 brought a lot of them. If you look at the actual study, you'll see a lot of the deaths attributed to COVID-19 and something else were COVID-19 and respiratory failure. Respiratory failure brought on by COVID-19. It's really not a hard concept to understand. For example, if you get stabbed with a knife, you die from blood loss. Your cause of death was loss of blood. Would you then exempt the knife from any responsibility in that death, even though the knife is what caused the blood loss? No, you fucking wouldn't. You said you would probably say they died from a knife wound. But for some reason, when it comes to coronavirus, since it's so heavily politicized, if the coronavirus didn't take a gun to your head and kill you itself, for some reason it no longer had anything to do with your death. Even though all of the other conditions that brought along the death with coronavirus were caused by it. Do you understand what I'm fucking saying? 9,000 people have not died from coronavirus. It's significantly more because it brought all of these other conditions to the person that ended up killing them. It's a really simple and easy thing to understand, and I don't know if people are just too fucking stupid to understand it or just willingly ignorant, choosing to misunderstand it. I couldn't fucking tell you.
I have to call my husband now in case I get arrested or something, which they're not allowed to do. And the Texas Order 29, Executive Order 29, page 3, paragraph 3 states you cannot arrest someone for non-felony.
Yeah, make sure you tell the police that when they arrest you. I'm sure they'd love to hear that. I'm sure that'll probably work. She continues to cry and whine on camera for a little bit longer, but it's a whole bunch of nothing, just more tears that she's really trying to pump out there. She's going for the Oscar nomination, and I can kind of respect that, though I have no respect for her. It is at least a good attempt at fake crying, I'll give her that.
an older, creepy dude in the gym. You know the guy I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. Wow, this is cool. Alright, I'm learning. And I'm horny. 7 sneaky signs your wife is cheating on you. Well, you can never be too sure, I suppose.
In today's video, guys, I'm Rick Flat.
Hit me, Frank. God damn it. Stop looking at your daughter's ass. Just, let's get in there.
Look, guess what? Our wives are actively cheating as well.
What?
Yeah, they're sexting other guys. They're going on
What?
dates. They're having.
Why is she doing that, Frank?
Guys, further ado, let's get into tip number 1 that you might have a cheating wife.
You see her fucking another man.
There used to be pictures. All of a sudden, you noticed that phone has been on the silent mode for quite a while.
Interesting.
So she switched. There's a reason why.
So then I go over there and ask her why.
You
And then I cry.
So if that ringer is on the silent mode, chances are she's hiding something.
I knew it.
If
I'm
you
leaving it
are
a like.
function, if you are, so all of a sudden she's not telling you what's going on in her life. There's a disconnection. You know.
Are we sure that's a sign of cheating and not just a sign of a good relationship? What do you mean?
You're getting special treatment, and you haven't even argued. Well, why is that? Gentlemen, she's guilty. She feels guilty, and she psychologically needs to make this up.
God,
to
that
you.
whore, I knew
This
it.
makes them feel better.
God
By
damn
doing
it.
Things for you.
You're always armed with something.
Agreed. Knowledge. I choose diplomacy over brawn. Ah, Sharpie.
Same thing with like an ask. This is ahead of time.
Yeah.
You made the conscious decision to bring this.
I wouldn't just accidentally have that. Wouldn't be improvised.
If you were to knife fighting class,
I think when it comes to a knife, it'll mainly be instinct. All of your training will go out the window. You're not going to be like an anime
right
character.
outside the airports, those
What
guys,
is
if
that?
you hold it up real tight and
A magazine?
stand around, roll this tight enough, you can break a brick with this thing.
No, you
Now,
can't.
imagine what
It's a
that would
fucking
do.
magazine. You use that to swat
It will
flies.
hurt.
You're better off using your fist.
Right, so, but it was one of those thin laptops that had the curved DVD tray.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as I looked at it,
I took a Sky magazine and I broke that.
perfect training.
I said,
aid
"Not on
for
my
class,"
plane.
Because you could snap off that DVD tray, and now it's a hooked sickle knife that you could hook guys' throats with.
Oh, perfect.
I mean, and then again, that's
This man is a maniac.
out of a laptop. Guys, this
Pretty
is
much
a
anything can be a weapon if
multi-
you aim for the butthole, though. Like, that could be super effective.
Use them on the range. Strikes to the temple. All right.
Right.
You can get good strikes.
Or
hammer
anus.
strikes. You're in the hotel overseas, and there are riots going on, anti-American riots. While you're sitting there, instead of sucking your thumb,
Let's go kill some people with a Sharpie. Like John Wick.
I took a large ball bearing.
What?
And some 550 cord, and while I sat in the back of a class, while Chad Mormon was teaching.
Where the fuck where am I gonna get an
class,
anal bead and
I
a
made
rope?
out of weight. Well, you don't have a
Oh, let's
ball bearing.
okay. Paint me a
Who's going
situation,
on ball
tactical.
bearings? Guys, you can pick up a rock on the
So
side
you're
of the
overseas
road.
and the aliens
Not
invade.
playing in the
Instead of
deep
sucking on your
end.
thumb, you can get your
Bolts,
BDSM
whatever.
whip ball out.
And 550 cords. You've had the forethought. You spin that thing around, you crack a guy upside the head with this sharp.
Does this guy just live in fear? Like Jesus.
Now, in a
Walks
lot
down
of
the street and thinks of
movies,
different ways to kill
guys
people.
will talk about keys. You'll see them talking about how you run keys up
6'2",
between your knuckles.
approximately 280 pounds.
And you can punch a
But luckily,
guy
I brought out my police
with,
baton
keys.
and 5 anal
I'm here to
beads.
tell you, you're gonna break your
Rope
finger
nearby.
if you do that.
Can improvise a weapon.
No, don't do it.
Should be an
If
easy
you-
takedown.
If that's all, you're trying to make space, and it induces pain, and pain is.
Yeah,
gonna get this guy
with a
to
hook
leave
knife,
you.
I'd say that comes with the
Alright,
territory.
so,
Yeah, I would think.
That's my take on it.
Yeah.
There are guys that.
A credit
sell-
card?
This is an actual. If they go to every bag, they may not bug you, but if they.
Those fools.
That's a weapon. Business cards cut up their wallets. Why do they cut up the wallets?
It's not that common. No one's using their credit card to kill somebody.
Business card
I know of, I
from
guess.
Product development.
Well, I feel like I've learned a lot now. What the fuck is his channel? Is it Doomsday Prepping? So that guy must just be like the one you talk to when you want to see if you can make a weapon out of like tissue papers and candle wax or something. Is this going to be one of those dangers of technology horror shorts? It's going to show dick pics to his family?
Auto.
Helix is gonna be behind him, giving a sweet potato recipe. Maybe this isn't even a horror short, it's just how to make sweet potato pasta. My mother is being born tomorrow. That's fucking fantastic, man. Give your father a high five for me.
Light candles.
Helix is coming over, he's hungry, baby. Come on, Helix. He's looking for a cock meat sandwich from ya.
Ranger meeting salt and rosemary and inspired by then proceed to next step.
Don't do it, that's what opens the portal between here and the bad dimension. Take out it is. Nope, you started a recipe and now you have to finish it. No recipes can be half-assed. Whoa! Turns out it is like a Sega Dreamcast monster. So why does he need to perform this ritual if Helix is clearly already in the world?
Leave her alone! Leave her alone!
You fucked up. He was never gonna leave her alone. Start the Sega Dreamcast. That sent him straight to hell? Just because he wanted to make a sweet potato pasta recipe? Damn. You should have asked for a different recipe. Oh, I see something.
Who's there?
That sweet potato pasta recipe will get you every time, man. Every time. The world is still being bent over and spanked by the coronavirus pandemic, but today I want to focus on an equally large and growing disease. This is one I don't believe the WHO has recognized as a pandemic yet, but it's not far off, I imagine. It's called clout chasing. We've talked about this before when I mentioned the YouTuber who was making out with his dog for internet points. There was also the man who was executed by his girlfriend at point-blank range with a Desert Eagle because it was supposed to be a viral video for internet clout. This shit is wild. People are dying, people are becoming dumber, all in the pursuit of internet clout. It's an ailment that's mainly afflicting the youth because a lot of the younger generation just has their entire lives online. They just exist in the cyberspace. So they're trying to emulate YouTubers even though they only see a weekly prank video from them, so they're trying to live their life like that. They'll get all their social information from Twitter and Reddit, so these younger people are literally being trained to be losers. Their father figure will be some Reddit shitposter named 2 Beans 1 Cream who's giving him advice on the Red Pill subreddit. It's sad shit. These people view internet clout as like this holy grail, this elixir, near panacea, that once you achieve enough internet clout, everything is perfect in your life and you're totally healed and fulfilled. You could be the saddest, most greased up loser, but if you have enough internet clout, you're perfect. That's at least the belief that a lot of people have, which is why some so desperately dedicate their lives to getting imaginary internet points and clout. Today we're going to talk about one such person. Her name is Ava, and she is most well known for the coronavirus challenge that she started. I'm sure that video isn't new to any of you, you've probably all seen it by now, and if you've been on the internet for a long time, it's also not surprising or shocking that someone would do that. It's kind of like Goatsy. When I was young, Goatsy was like the craziest shit. Like, that's something that would make you, like, fucking close your eyes, puke, and just go wild, like, oh, I can't believe I just saw that. And now all of a sudden, Goatsy, it's like almost safe for work content. Like, you could have Goatsy as a Twitter profile picture and no one would bat an eye. It's still just sad to see someone stoop that low just for a crumb of attention, just a tiny morsel of internet clout that they can try and sink their little teeth into. It's just pathetic stuff. As you can imagine, spoiler alert, the attention was so ephemeral that no one even knows her name, which is good. So the only thing people know from, or remember her for, her legacy for the rest of her life, is just going to be the fucking idiot that tasted 1,000 dirty buttholes on a plane by licking a toilet seat. That's not exactly the coolest legacy to have, I imagine, but hopefully the 2 days worth of attention was enough. The reason why I'm even bringing this up now is because I'm seeing a lot of this on Twitter especially. I've seen a couple people licking toilet seats. One of them, I believe, got arrested and the Twitter account banned. So she did actually start some shit to try and influence people to doing some dumb shit for coronavirus pranks, challenges, whatever. So I figured I'd use her as the example here to talk about just how shitty clout chasing is and what a waste of time and life it is to pursue imaginary numbers on the internet. So let's show you a little bit more from Ava.
Hi to all of you stupid skanks who know that I still don't fucking have corona. I have something though, because I think you're coming down with something, because I just feel so hot, rich, and iconic, and if those are the symptoms of something, then bitch, I'm ill!
A real zinger from Ava there, as she continues her mission to be the most unlikable person on the internet. This is her most recent life update posted on her YouTube channel of 6,000 subs. Not the smallest number in the world, but not exactly knocking on the door to being famous, so her little clout chasing stunt didn't really pan out the results she was looking for. She tries to pull off this pseudo-ironic, sarcastic approach to everything she does and says, you know, rich, famous, and iconic, but she doesn't do it well. It just makes you dislike her even more, because she's very clearly not self-aware enough to get the joke or make it into a joke. She herself is the joke, and she just makes it clear she wants to continue to be the punching bag as long as it gets her any kind of attention, which is just super sad.
Sweaty cottage cheese ass not leaving the couch. So, yeah, he's been coming over and piping me this whole quarantine. The only thing about quarantine that's making me upset is I can't go get Botox, but otherwise I'm really happy because all the restaurants are closed, so I'm getting super skinny. That's all I want to say. Bye!
It's hard to find even a single quality to admire about Ava. Her approach to pretty much anything she does is perhaps one of the worst approaches you could take. She's been on Dr. Phil 3 times, the most recent one obviously being about the Corona Challenge shit. Ava, this part's for you. You've been on Dr. Phil 3 times and your shit is still not blowing up. Why the fuck are you still trying? Internet clout is clearly not in your future. It's not in the cards for you. Dr. Phil is like the One Direction for the internet. Anyone on the internet that associates with Dr. Phil blows the fuck up. Except for you. You are the outlier. The shit you say and the way you conduct yourself is so unlikable that not even Dr. Phil could accidentally find you an audience. So stop being an asshole. Let's take a look at the Dr. Phil clip.
Then went to spring break and hung out on the beach with a bunch of people.
I was fine. I made out with a bunch of people. I was not hygienic. I acted like a degenerate. My immune system was down from all the drinking and drugs. And I should have coronavirus, but I don't.
Yeah, there's just no justice in the world. She didn't get coronavirus, but I'm pretty confident in saying someone around her most likely did, and I just really hope it wasn't someone of the older demographic and susceptible to it.
And they pick up your germs. You're putting their lives at danger so you can entertain yourself, and that is ridiculously selfish and ridiculously irresponsible so you can have 15 minutes of fame.
Well, that's their problem, first of all, not mine.
When I first heard this segment, I was actually convinced she was just an actress that Dr. Phil hired just to get some easy ratings or views or something. But as it turns out, this is real. This is her being genuine. She's just actually this stupid. So if she's honest, at least, you can say a lot of things about Ava, but let it not be said that she's shy, because she's not afraid to come out here and show the world how dumb she is. She has no shame.
It's not their problem. You're the one that's doing it.
No, you know what's ridiculously irresponsible and selfish is that your generation only cares about this virus because it affects you. No one cares when it affects younger people. They just say it's our fault. You guys are the ones dying of it, not us.
Just an outright wrong statement, which isn't surprising because I'm pretty sure she's illiterate. Everyone's being affected by it and young people are dying from it. So, I mean, it's just wrong and she's just, again, wrong. But she does have an attitude that I've seen a lot of people on Twitter have, at least, where it's just all about themselves and just whatever kind of joy they can give themselves and just throwing caution to the wind. They don't give a fuck about anyone else. And I think that shit sucks. I think that's a terrible mindset to have.
It affects boomers. If it affects young people, you guys just find a way to blame us. But yet this pandemic's affecting all of you, so you're locking everyone down and instilling fear globally.
Young people are dying from this as well. Do you even know how to spell science?
Dr. Phil had the same hunch I did, and I think that's extremely cute.
Duh! I'm a senior at Rutgers, and now I don't get to graduate. I mean, nothing's happening, which is fine. Like, it's not like I really went to class. This whole thing's a joke. Like.
So you think this is all a hoax created by Twitter? That's what you're saying?
I think, yeah. Well, one clout started this virus. A bunch of girls in China started eating exotic animals for on YouTube and let them. I know for a fact that those baths probably do not taste good. They just wanted to shock people. And like, I get it because I'm a clout chaser myself. So this started a pandemic.
During that whole little codename Kids Next Door monologue she goes on there, I felt like it was scripted. I felt like it was just a joke put together by Dr. Phil, you know, just to farm a little bit of controversy, and I just, you know, snap my fingers and say, you got me good on that one, Dr. Philaruni, I've been had. But again, I looked into her, and from everything I've seen, this is just her. That is how she acts, behaves, believes. That is genuinely her whole personality she put on display right there, which made me real sad, because I thought as like a piece of reality TV, like make-believe, I thought it was pretty entertaining. But the fact that there are people that think like her, and there are people that support her, they're not super hard to find, they're very few in number, but there's a few. I think that shit sucks. I think that shit's terrible. Now, for the coronavirus challenge prank, she did clarify on Dr. Phil, it wasn't a public plane toilet seat. She said it was her sugar daddy's private plane that she bleached and then licked. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, it's neither here nor there. It's just the desperation of it alone is enough to be just truly pitiful. But anyway, I think Ava is just the poster child for what clout chasing does to someone. Her entire life revolves around it. It's just a real sad shit, really pathetic trend that I've talked about before, but with coronavirus coming around now on the internet side of things, people are taking that and using that as a platform to try and gain some quick little attention through some truly just despicable garbage like Ava did. Anyway, that's about it. See ya. Yeah, there's not a whole ton to be proud of when it comes to Florida and the people in it. Like, half the people here think using sunscreen is going to send you straight to hell. So with that in mind, let's see what Florida people are up to when it comes to coronavirus and the controversial topic of wearing a mask.
You literally cannot mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people.
Yeah, this is why it's so easy to scam people these days, because everyone just wants to feel special, so they just will believe anything at all that puts them in a category that's different from others, no matter how fucking wrong it is. Like this claim right here, you can immediately disprove that masks are killing people with a 2-second Google search, but it doesn't matter because she believes it. She saw it on Facebook, and now she 100% believes it and will not hear the actual truth. That's why people are buying fucking special rocks that they're told blocks Wi-Fi, which they're told, you know, exposure to Wi-Fi over time will cause your nipples to fall off. And they don't bother to do any research on it. They just stick in this fucking disgusting echo chamber on Facebook and believe things like masks are killing people.
And we the people, are waking up, and we know what citizen's arrest is, because citizen's arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity.
Whoa, calm down there, Judge Dredd. Jesus Christ, she's out here being the judge, jury, and executioner. Threatening a citizen's arrest, that's serious. You know, citizen's arrest, I think, has been pulled off successfully 0 times in the entire history of that fucking thing's existence. I'm pretty sure citizen's arrest was started as a joke, and then they just kept it there as a joke. Threatening to citizen's arrest somebody is like threatening to shoot laser beams out of your eyeballs at somebody. It's a threat that you just laugh at.
Every single one of you have a smirk behind that little mask, but every single one of you are going to get punished by God. You cannot escape God. You cannot escape God. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot escape God, not even with the mask or 6 feet, okay?
Damn, and here I thought I was safe with my 6 feet, but I guess God has an answer to everything, huh? He can counter pretty much every move? What a shame. Well, as you would expect, the majority of people that are against masks think that it infringes on their God-given oxygen. Because apparently when they put on a mask, they like suction cup it to their face and suffocate themselves or some shit. I don't know how the fuck they wear a mask unless they're like duct taping it around their face until they pass out. I couldn't tell you. But you're gonna see that argument a lot in this council meeting here today.
6 feet, like I said before, is military protocol. You're trying to get the people to train them so when the cameras, the 5G comes out, what? They're gonna scan everybody. We gotta get scanned. We gotta get temperatured. The kids have to go to school with masks. Are you insane? Are you crazy?
Yeah, are you guys crazy? Are you insane? This lady's out here, very knowledgeable, spitting some facts right in front of you. And you have these devilishly crazy ideas like 5G? Like, oh my god. I'm actually pretty sure this lady is an android constructed by Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg himself created her in a lab and just compiled every fucking garbage Facebook conspiracy and belief and put it all into one person and then unleashed her on this council meeting in Florida just to test it out.
I think all of you should be in a psych ward right the heck now. Because none of you know what the hell you are all talking about. This is insane. And then you want to open this meeting with a prayer to God. Are you praying to the devil? Because God is not listening to that prayer. Because all of you are practicing the devil's laws. What happened to Bill Gates? Why is he not in jail? Why is Hillary Clinton not in jail? Why are all of these pedophiles that are demanding you all to listen to their rules? Why are they not in jail? Oh, is it because you're part of them? Are you part of the deep state?
Your time has expired.
The deep state is going down. And if any of you are in the deep state, you're going down with.
So the female Alex Jones goes on a full-fledged rant there. Unfortunately, they cut her off before she got into the interdimensional time-traveling psychic vampire werewolves, but I'm sure she'll come back for the next meeting to discuss that. To see this woman in the condition she's in where her brain has been rotted by Facebook is actually pretty sad, if I'm being honest. She clearly takes everything she sees on Facebook at face value, no matter how outrageous it is, fucking bringing up Bill Gates and shit like that. What I'm hoping for, though, is in the next couple months we can see an explosion of the reptilian movement, because at least that shit is entertainingly stupid. Not dangerous, you know. For those that don't know, the reptilian conspiracy is people that believe that there's lizard people among us that hide as human beings, and they'll talk about like zippers on the side of their face and shit like that. The reptilian one is great.
And I'll quote you, Miss McKinley. You said